Hey guys, so here bringing you another video. Welcome back to Challenger Spectates. Today we are watching an Elise, which is really rare. You don't really see this champion at all. And when I saw it in, I think, top 5 Challenger in this person's match history, I was like, huh, that's interesting. Let's give it a watch. Because all I'll just say is this game doesn't look completely straightforward for the Elise to do well. Some of the enemy team do well, and some of her team do quite poorly. So, in my mind, Elise is an early game-centric jungler, akin to Nidalee and stuff like that. Lee Sin also, classic matchup. So let's give it a watch. Let's see what the Elise can do. And, again, maybe give me a bit of inspiration. I used to play Elise, for those that have been around for a long time, when I used to be more of a jungle player. Elise was one of my best junglers. There is a not famous clip of me, but one of my more known clips of playing League was me playing Elise, and I start the game, I gank top, I get a kill there. I gank mid without doing a single camp. I then go mid, get a kill there. I then go bot, we get a double kill bot lane, and that was my first, like, across the whole map, kill. So that was a pretty good start to the game. So yeah. Alright, starting red buff has a little bit of help there for the Tam. I think, again, is my memory... my memory's not the best. Oh, going from red straight over. Interesting. I think that Tam Kench, if I'm not completely mistaken, might be a UK streamer. Because I think in the last Twitch Rivals, obviously I played in the TFT tournament, because we don't have TFT players here in the UK. So they asked me to play in the TFT team, not the League team. I think he was in the UK team, if memory serves correct. And he's like a Challenger Tam one-trick. Again, wouldn't really put... Oh, wait, I just noticed we don't have a scoreboard. Wouldn't normally put Tam in a strong position. Oh, damn. Already Lee Sin kill. Bam. Double kill for Lee Sin. That is a disastrous start, for especially an Elise, because you both are wanting to have that early game pressure. Lee Sin is pinging directly on the Elise, by the way, so they have a bit of vision scouting or something on her. So yeah, that's not too well. So yeah, people are saying, yeah, that's that guy. Okay, cool. All right, so gank potential mid. Do have a Yone, who obviously is a very strong champion. Has to land the cocoon to get this kill. Would be better if you get the knock up from Yone. Doesn't hit it. Very big patience going on, but you don't want to wait around in bushes too much. Ooh, nice little trade there, actually, by LeBlanc, to be honest. And Elise is now here. Has to guess the right one. Is guessing it's this one. I believe that it is that one. She does flash, and there we go. So a successful gank is a flash. Again, a lot of people who are newer to the game only really deem a successful gank as a kill. No, successful ganks are pressure. If it helps your mid laner either do better than they normally would or whatever, that's a successful gank. Unfortunately, Yone does stay around a little bit too close, and yeah. They also just dove Tam, and now Lee Sin is on a killing spree. This is a really bad start. 3-0 Lee Sin is not what you want. He's already based, already got his Iron Whip, I think it's called. Is it Iron Whip? Yeah, no, Iron Spike Whip. Yone, again, a little bit of overstay. Renata already roaming. She should not be roaming at this stage of the game. Unfortunately, the W of Renata doesn't fall off. She should be dead, is dead. But yeah, Renata should not be roaming at this time of the game, but she is at level 3. American 86, thank you so much, dude, for the 2 years. Tier 1 for 24 months. Is normally watched on YouTube. Wanted to show some support with a 6-month sub. Oh my god, thank you so much, my dude. It doesn't actually show me that you did that, but if you did, thank you. Again, while September is still a thing, if you want to throw support my way, it means the absolute world. A brand new sub is cheaper than normal. A 3-month sub is cheaper, and you actually save more money than a normal 1 month, like if you added it all up. And a 6-month sub is also even cheaper, and us streamers do not get hit by that at all. Some company, I can't remember which one, is it Legion by Lenovo or something? They've sponsored September on Twitch. So basically, that company pays Twitch the difference that us streamers normally would, instead of us losing. So yeah, massive appreciate, my dude. That's really, really kind. Again, we're trying, and you know, it's slow, which is fine, but we're trying to build the happy number back up to the 1250 mark. And any support doing that is amazing. So thank you. Anyway, Elise does her first base. Obviously, did get a kill, which is nice, but nowhere near and the same as the Lee Sin, who is 3-0. And the Lee Sin is even ahead in farm as well. Z-Burger just said, is it a 50-50 split with Twitch subs? I don't have a 50-50 split. I have the higher split. I'm sure people have probably read all the news that is all going on in Twitch, etc. With all the splits and everything. But if you become a streamer now, you just get 50-50. Older streamers and stuff like that, a lot of us have better splits than the norm. Hey, Kotabra. Right, so fight happening. Really good block actually by Elise there, but ultimately doesn't happen. I will say it is quite rare to see Lux anymore. She is pretty weak. She's very squishy, immobile. So I think Lux as a support has really fallen off and ultimately is just going to get punished. Tam is dead again, which isn't good. Again, not taking Flash is a bit risky to me, I would say. But yeah. But yeah, ultimately the Twitch stuff, because I have had a couple people message me going, am I going to be okay? I've seen Twitch streamers panic or whatever. I'm a little bit panicked about it. I think all Twitch streamers are. Because when things are happening to the platform, it is a potential risk to us doing this as a job. But ultimately, if things don't change too much more, I think I'm okay. Basically, if you're a partner that has a higher split like I do, you don't get lowered in the split until you reach $100,000 of earnings on Twitch. I don't make $100,000 a year on Twitch, so technically I am unaffected by the changes. Which I guess is good, but obviously overall it's not good for the platform. A lot of content creators are leaving the platform or moving to YouTube, a lot of them, and that's ultimately going to make the platform underperform, and that's when they could even do more changes. So it is a little bit of a concern, but we'll just keep doing what we're doing. Again, I love this community, and hopefully we'll be okay. But yeah, if you've been around for a very long time, some of you may remember that in the YouTube we had the adpocalypse. About, I want to say 5-6 years ago, we literally had what was called the adpocalypse, when PewDiePie said a bad word, and then all journalists went after YouTube and saying like, oh, these advertisers advertise on YouTube, so they tried to cancel YouTube, if you will. We survived that, so we'll see. All right, gank. Tam goes quite aggressive to get the Garen. Really nice actual way to gank, to be honest. That is a really high setup. The only problem is Garen is really annoying to kill, but they do get him. There potentially is an enemy Lee Sin or someone nearby. It's a LeBlanc. Again, a LeBlanc is akin to a Katarina. They are designed to roam. So, yeah. So, some people in Twitch chat, again, sorry if this is a bit of a divergent topic one. Again, nothing's happening directly right now. I would never switch to YouTube. Meanwhile, never mind. I'll continue the chat in a second. Elise, what can she do? Probably not much. Yone is inevitably going to walk back there. Can he get away? No, he cannot. So yeah, death, unfortunately, for the Yone. He's having a difficult game. Lee's having a great game, though. Elise, though, not doing too bad. But yeah, someone said, would I ever switch away from Twitch? The ultimate answer is probably no. And the main reason for that is the community. I would never want to swap away from the platform that this community's home is at. Because yes, if I swapped a platform, some of them would come, but not all of them would. And I care more for the community than anything else. Even when let's say in a year or two, whenever it may be, I go get a full-time job, I get employment elsewhere, I'm still going to stream. And the main reason why I'd still want to stream is the community. That's going to be the weirdest and the hardest thing for me to let go, is the community. But I have toyed with the idea of doing an extra stream, maybe on YouTube, some capacity, do one YouTube stream extra per fortnight or per one a month, I don't know. I was offered a long time ago a Facebook deal, like a lot of people were, and I turned it down. I just didn't want to stream on Facebook. It would have ultimately made me more money, but I just didn't want to be on that platform. So, yeah. Nice double kill. Nice gank there by Elise. Lee Sin in the area. Oh, he missed his Q. Lee Sin with a very nice kick. Heal, though, by the misfortune. And ultimately, I think that's it by Lee. Good cocoon. Did look like it might have missed. Shutdown. Unfortunately, Lux takes the shutdown. And that was actually pretty good. So, ultimately, one of the problems with Lee Sin is he does fall off. He hasn't fallen off yet. I'm not, he's still strong. But, obviously... Oh... You don't have to do that. God damn it, dude. Thank you very much. Major Kane, the Major Kane, the 5,000 prominence burn, says, long-time YouTube viewer, but wanted to show some love for years of watching. Thank you very much, dude. That's incredibly generous and kind. Thank you. So just to say about this game, again, the Renata is what I would call over-roaming. And so much so that obviously, yeah, her Severe has now died. The Severe's even getting behind in farm. It's a bit weird. And now look, Severe might even be dead again. And ultimately, this is all because the Severe doesn't have a support. And this is what I hate with modern day League in some avenues is what I've said many times, what used to be niche playstyles. Roaming as a support used to be niche or champion specific, basically to Bard. Roaming as anything used to be a niche playstyle. It wasn't a default playstyle. It is now the default to have supports not in bot lane from like level 3 onwards. I find it really weird, and I know I'm old school, and I know like I have I like a certain way of League of Legends, because you know what's happening right now? Well, we know Renata's not bot lane. Elise is waiting for Severe again because she knows Renata's not here. It's one of the easiest ways to get fed, and here we go. Cocoon, she can't judge it, into the burst, and ultimately Severe. She's going to try to survive. You can be a bit patient. Misfortune would then the Q, then your E, over to the minion safety. Misfortune tanks a shot, and she's dead again. Like, this is what I feel sorry for. I've been in games on both sides. I have been this AD carry. I have been this Severe, and there's nothing you can do, you know? It sucks. It is a really miserable experience when you're playing AD carry and you are abandoned by your support. It really does suck. And it's so common now. It's weird. Yeah, like Sly Potato just said, always saw roaming as an opportunity thing, not as a go-to strategy. Yeah, 100%. Like, that is literally what it's supposed to be. But now, for a lot of support players, their default is roam 24/7 on not roaming supports. Renata is not a roaming support. She's really not. So some people in Twitch are saying, which I potentially agree with, what started this trend? Ooh, nice by Tam. Can he get the kill? Releases in the area. With the, remember, you get more movement speed in your spider form. Very nice by the Elise, getting into the right place, right time. But yeah, potentially Yuumi did start this trend. So it was quite common for a Yuumi to do it, that she abandoned her AD carry at like level 3 to jump on a Rengar or a Kayn. And then more supports then felt pressured. Hey, Neon Moon. More supports felt pressure going, well, their support's getting involved with a Kayn or a Rengar or something. I need to get involved. And that, for a lot of sports, kind of became their default playstyle. That's kind of what happened, I think. Demo with 100 biddies says, hope you play a TAM game, I presume, soon. He's not incredibly high on my list, because I actually still don't know what position he's supposed to be in. Is he a top? Is he a support? I don't know. Again, if you notice there, by the way, Renata was top lane again. And Severe is alone again. It's just absolutely bizarre. But again, Major Kane, thank you again so much, dude, for the 5,000 prominence burn. That actually, I'll be honest, has got me a little bit hyped for my hero. I still haven't watched the movie. It's available to rent, and I couldn't rent it on my TV the other night, which was really weird. So I still need to watch that. And I think the new season is actually not too far away also. Whoa! Big burst coming out by LeBlanc there. Obviously, yes, it is on a Lux who is very squishy. Ward just placed down. But again, is in range of this, so is not giving any vision. Again, we can't see... we cannot see the Misfortune E because the replay bugs. So Misfortune... Sorry, Elise is just waiting. I'm guessing she thinks a gank is happening. Lee Sin's going to come bot lane and she's looking to counter gank. And that's exactly what's happening. So Renata does actually know what bot lane is. It's crazy. Big burst. Lee Sin instant kick. Does dodge the damage that does the Elise, which is nice. Uses Proto Belt to reposition. Heal comes down by Misfortune. But ultimately, there is too many enemy team. Don't think they can finish anybody off, but Yone is here. And Anime Weeby Man can't do anything. Lux misses. Fight is continuing. Weeby Man's dead. Enemy team is all here. And now Elise is in trouble. Double kill in the team. Disaster has struck. Very bad. So how does this game end up with going okay? We will see. Not good. Because Garen's split pushing. Genuinely, I'm gonna be honest. I know the result of this game. I have no idea how we're gonna get there. Yone lacked the power of friendship. God damn it. Have I seen Shield Hero? I watched season 1. I've not started season 2 because I heard it wasn't very good. Garen ignites into the ult. I don't think Tam is dead. No. That was a weird Garen play. And Garen a little bit of an obnoxious champion. Renata again top lane. Finds an Elise. Very, very peculiar Renata play. Yeah, season 2. I think season 2 is finished. So 0-4 top, 0-4 mid, 3-2 Misfortune with 30 farm lead. Obviously, just because the Severe's been 2v1 this game. Getting Garen with his Warmog's passive. Oh. 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 Oh, he missed his Q. He nearly just killed that Garen. This Garen's gonna die. Yone, Weeby Man, here we go. Weeby Man, he got him. That was actually crazy that the Tam had the confidence. Like, Garen was like 2/3 health. It honestly feels like these two are duo, but they can't be. Remember, they cannot be duo. We're in Challenger. You cannot duo in Master and above. Doesn't mean, again, we've always said this. Hey, Thomas, dude. Doesn't mean that they don't know each other. It is worth saying that. We say Thomas is enjoy the stream. How are you all doing? One, do you still have the recorded viewer spectate? Yes, I do, but obviously the patches just happened, so I need to let people build their game library back up a bit. And then also, your VIP badge here, but it's not showing on Discord. I have to manually do that, so if you are VIP in the Twitch stream, send me a message and remind me to give it to you on Discord. Nice kill there on LeBlanc. Again, good positioning, actually, because they positioned for the dragon. Getting a nice shutdown on LeBlanc, and just also, she went Magi, which is cocky. Magi kills are great. Wiping out a Magi stacks is very nice. Have watched Vinland Saga. Yes, that was actually really good. I don't know if they're doing season 2, but I hope they do. Garen is weirdly positioning here. Like, yeah, not sure about that one, bud. Not sure about that one. So again, Lee Sin, one of the best dragon or objective stealers in the game. Don't think... Oh, he's going to go for it. Lee Sin kick. And then he ultimately, I think, decides against it. And there we go. Field Worker, thanks so much, dude, for the tier 2, 43 months. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Oh, they are doing a season 2. Cool. January. Season 2 in January. Oh, cool. Nice. Again, sorry if you are here for like hardcore edumacation League of Legends. This has been, I know, a bit more of a casual challenger spectate. I've had a bad day in League of Legends. I think we played 4, lost 4, and had some pretty rough games. So yeah, it is what it is. You know, we all have bad days in the office, and unfortunately this was just one of my bad days in the office. LeBlanc now top lane, fighting Anime Man. Wow, that CC. Whoa. It's weird to me, and I don't know if I'm the only one, but it is weird to me how much CC some damage dealers of League can deal. Like, a pure damage dealer deals more CC than other champs. I just find it weird. Not great, Luxalt. Have I ever thought of coaching? I actually did coaching. Ooh, really nice Lee Sin kick. This could be a good fight. Yone, and then also Tam in the middle. Can they get a CC on the Lee Sin? Misfortune. Oh, does dodge, which is good. Elise is on the way. Cocoon into the burst. Lee Sin's got W, though. Do not let him get any kills, especially now. He'll regen. He does go down. Yone then doing Yone things. What is that, champion? Enemy team is falling apart. LeBlanc is in the area, does get a shutdown. Double kill LeBlanc. Had really big faith there, the Elise, that her spiderlings were going to finish her off, and they did. And ultimately, Garen is split pushing. What? What? Oh, sorry, my throat is really dry. Have I ever thought about coaching? Yeah, I coached many years ago. I literally do not have the time in my life to do coaching if I wanted to. It is something that I'm open to potentially down the line, that I would only have a very, like, think of our viewer spectates. But viewer spectates are good, and you know, I've had really good feedback from people saying, hey, I've climbed from viewer spectate, thank you so much, which is great. But coaching would be more personal and more one-on-one based with actual like Discord chats and stuff like that. I'm tempted to do it eventually, but it would be very, very little slots. So I don't even know, like I'd have to work all that stuff out. You know, the good thing is I'd make video content with it, I think. It wouldn't just be coaching, I'd make video content, but yeah, I don't know. We'd have to work out pricing and stuff like that eventually, so I'm not 100% sure how we would do that. Elise waiting in a bush. The nice E by the Elise. She will go down, which is bad. That's a shutdown for the LeBlanc. Gets her also Magi stacks. Garen is still split pushing. This game will be over, and in 20 years' time, we will ask the question, is the Garen still split pushing? And the answer is most likely yes. So this game is a pretty big fiesta. 21 minutes into the game. Enemy team has a clear gold lead. They have one dragon lead also. Yone going on the Garen. I would not go on top of the Garen if I was him. Oh, Garen's actually making a huge mistake. He's dead. Well, Yone. I think the Garen probably could have like not chased the Yone as much because he took a lot of damage extra there. Enemy team might be thinking about doing Baron. I think they were, and they've abandoned it. So that's good. I think the Tam Kench TP put them off. Yeah, it was Yone 0-5 potentially. He's now recovered his game to be 5-5. Are we surprised? Not too much. Yeah, let me know. Again, we're talking. People in the chat are talking a little bit about the coaching thing. Let me know what you think about the coaching idea. Like, if we were to take on, I don't know, a client, and we'd have to work out, as I said, pricing. Like, I'd have to pick somebody individually, and we'd probably, I think, at the beginning, only pick one person, and we'd take somebody who is a lower rank and try to coach them up, and it'll be a long-term thing. You know, it wouldn't be just a little quick thing. It would be like a minimum, I'd say minimum a 3-month thing. Because I think 3 months is a good amount of time that you can get somebody up in rating. So let me know what you think of that, and give me ideas about it. I have no idea about like cost or anything of like how I would select somebody. So that would be something we'd have to consider a lot. Misfortune does get killed by LeBlanc, but she is now overextended. It'd be good if they can finish this. She does W back over to mid lane, but then Anime Man is here. Don't think he's close enough. This is not going to go well for their team. Lux is so squishy. Goes down to the Lee. The Lee is still very strong, as you can tell in this game. Tam is also in trouble. I'm so confused. Did I look at the wrong thing? Oh, I did look at the wrong thing. Ah. So, ultimately, that was the game. The Elise did really well. And ultimately, I read the wrong thing. I read victory for this game, and as you can clearly tell, it's a defeat. I was under the assumption that this was a win, and it was like, oh, how the hell did they win? But no, it was a loss. So I guess we can turn this and have a little bit of a chat at the end of the game. My bad, I guess. Could the Elite... Major Kane just said, could she have done anything to turn this game into a win? Which is also a good question. Ultimately, I'd say yes and no. The Elise did well individually, but Elise as a champion is an early game carry, and she doesn't hyper carry. That's not the type of champion she is. And it's the exact same with Lee Sin. He's an early game centric champion, high pressure. The exact same as Elise. Both of them did okay in the early game. The Lee Sin did a bit better in the early game. And that's always going to hurt an Elise when her opponent is also doing basically the same thing, but a bit better. The Garen split pushing was annoying, because even though the Garen didn't do great, he did do better than Tam, unfortunately. So yeah, the Tam had a rough game. I ultimately don't think Tam is great, but obviously if this guy's a Tam one trick in Challenger, he has to, at some points, do well. It was just the early game snowball for Elise. So what could have Elise done? The only thing I would potentially say, like, considering the Severe, like, that strategy was working really well, that, you know, camp the Severe because Renata refused to go bot lane, maybe they could have done that even more, get the Misfortune even more ahead, and you basically force the enemy team to change their strategy because the Renata was roaming and it was fairly working. If you absolutely force them, you have to come bot lane, maybe something could have gone better. And what I literally mean is kill Severe, take that tower, kill Severe, then pressure tier 2. You would ultimately force the enemy team to do something about it, and that could slow down the tempo of the game. It could change a couple things instead of the enemy team snowballing a bit. You know, Yone started to do better, but it just wasn't enough. So, and then, you know, the Lux pick, I'd say, was maybe pretty rough. Like, the Tam didn't do great, and the Lux did pretty bad. The Yone didn't do good early, but then eventually recovered because it's Yone. But yeah, it was a hard game. So ultimately for Elise, I don't think individually she could have done too much more. And that's sometimes the lesson. You know, I know that isn't the lesson that everybody wants, and there are some League players out there that believe, oh, you can win every single game. I don't think you can win every single game. Some games are just against you winning it, but it is what it is. And yeah, LeBlanc roamed a lot in the early game too, but ultimately that's Elise, a champion that I do enjoy. Apologies that I thought this was a win, because I was literally, like I said earlier, I was like, I wonder how this is going to turn into what I think it was, which was a victory, and yeah, it didn't. My bad. But yeah, the Elise did good. So anyway, that's going to be it. If you guys did enjoy still, and a bit more of a casual, chill atmosphere, which is not a bad thing as well, throw a like on it, throw a comment, throw a subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.